why should class and poverty matter, right? So it's simple, a straightforward question. So let me ask you, children living in poverty are how many times more likely to have poor health compared with children living in high-income households, right? If you are using income as a way to stratify people, right? I won't wait for an answer, but it's 7 times, right? And this is a very significant differential if you think about it, right? They're not only the most vulnerable and susceptible to a variety of what we call as social determinants, whether it's housing, neighborhoods, unsafe streets, schools, and a whole host of risk factors. Problems that develop in childhood carry well into adulthood, right? Some of you or most of you are familiar with that, but this is an understanding we have developed over the last 10 years or so. Again, if we are going to recommend people to eat healthy, the question is, are the structural conditions conducive enough for them to practice what we are preaching, right? This is a challenge after my own heart. We have been engaged in this program of research about unequal information holding among people for the last decade or so, especially in the last 6 years. And we have been arguing that there exists a communication inequality among individuals and groups where some people have better access to information, they pay more attention to information, they learn more from that information, and have the capacity to act on that information. But once you have access to health information, about 80% have searched for health information. So once you have access to internet, about 80% have searched for health information. So the problem is access. So once you give that access, it looks like people will use internet to get information on health, right? However, despite the increasing penetration of internet and the amount of online health information, there are significant differences in access and use of internet. And these differences are based on either education or income or even race. And we are addressing these solutions at different levels. We are doing it at the individual level with a major NIH randomized controlled trial called Click to Connect, where we are trying to build individual capacity to promote internet literacy among the underserved. We are also doing it at a community-based organizational level in the interest of knowledge transfer to those organizations which are working with the underserved. I won't spend any time on Planet Mass Connect today. And then we are also building capacity at the community level called Mass Connect, where, again, working with people to in the community to reduce, if not eliminate, disparity. So what did we do? So in this randomized controlled trial, we recruited people. So we give them free computers, right? And a computer system, rather, a free computer and a printer. And we provide them with technical support. We train them. We have classes for them monthly. And the classes cover such topics as how do you turn on your computer? How do you open an email account? How do you open a Word document? How do you type? How do you save a document? And also we start at a very elementary level and take them through a little bit more complex level. And we also created a portal for them that provides health information in an easy way. So what kind of impact are we having? I just want to share this with you. We did a social network analysis. This is one example. In year 1, in baseline, when we looked at the community groups and asked them, how many ties do you have with other community organizations to do health programs, they reported an average of 9.74 ties. After 4 years of intervention, the average number of ties have gone up, to 15.491. And also these squares, which indicate the centeredness, has also decreased. Right? What it shows is that when you build capacity in the community, they actually reach out to other groups, and that's how to build sustainability in the community, because this is a way to increase those capacity and ask them to rely on each other rather than someone coming down from Harvard or Emerson or Tufts, because we can't be there forever once the grant period is over, So I think there are ways, to address issues of disparity. There are ways to build capacity either among individuals or among community groups to address this very serious public health problem.